Hey y'all, I'm Ramaj. Welcome back to Real Life Culture. We're back with another video. Don't lie, you missed us. Anyways, so me and Kurt came up with a couple of questions, just so y'all can get to know us a little bit more. Because granted, we done did our introduction video. We've done the little unpopular opinion video. Now, we still feel like y'all still need to know us a little bit more. So, we gonna do a 21 questions video. I got my questions right here. And let's get into it. Question number one, what is my biggest regret? I'm gonna be honest with you, as of right now, at this point in my life, I really don't have many regrets. I pray that I don't ever have any type of regrets. I feel like everything that I've done, I've learned from it, and it's always helped me grow. And it's always like, even when I didn't like it at the time, I feel like, it helped me out in the long run.
My biggest regret is not finishing high school to my fullest potential. I didn't really graduate with the greatest GPA, so it definitely affected me as far as like what schools I should apply to and what schools I could apply to. Question number two, who's the last person you cried in front of? The last person I cried, well, actually, it wasn't even a person. It was actually my family. I was at a funeral. Rest in peace to my aunt Monte. We were at the funeral. Of course, I cried. So there go your answer to that.
Probably my friend Deidre. Shout out to Deidre. But yeah, like, we would go, like, moving here to LA was a lot. And it was definitely a culture shock. And so, like, when stuff was going on with school and this and that and the other, we would just, cry and confide in each other. Deidre, I love you, girl. 30 minutes left on Earth. What are you doing? Child, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm praying. Somebody tell me I got 30 minutes left. I'm praying. I am praying. I'm gonna spend my whole entire 30 minutes praying. Okay?
I'm not drinking, I ain't smoking, I ain't partying, I'm not about to go and have sex with nobody. I'm about to praise Jesus, okay? I'm about to praise the Lord. I'm about to do everything in my body and my soul to make sure I get into heaven. Number four, what is your favorite song out right now? My favorite song is Walker Texas Ranger by DaBaby.
What's her name? Sweetie? My type, rich nigga, 8 figures, that's my type. That's my shit. What's the biggest risk you've ever taken? Moving to LA was one of, my biggest risks that I've taken.
My biggest risk that I took was one time, about, 2016, I was arguing with my mama, okay? Y'all know when them growing pains, y'all know how that is. I was arguing with my mama. I was like, you know what? Forget this. I'ma leave. I'ma move out. I moved out. I took all my stuff and I left. Number six, what keeps you up at night? What keeps me up at night? Social media. I'm always on Twitter scrolling. I'm always on Instagram scrolling. I'm always on Facebook sharing something. Like, that's what keeps me up at night.
My own thoughts, thinking about life, all of, the different obstacles you have or you've experienced that you have going on right now. Like, that's what keeps me up. What is your favorite alcoholic drink? Now, if we just talk about straight liquor, it's gonna be Patron. I am a little bougie, so I like something a little sweet, like a amaretto sour if I just want to sip on something. But if we just taking straight shots, Patron is my drink.
Just give me some Fireball. And if you ain't had it, you need to try it. That's why it's my favorite drink, because it gets you drunk. And then the whole point of drinking to get drunk. Number 8, what is your favorite number? 4. My favorite number is 4.
I really don't have a favorite number. I do like even numbers. I'll probably say, just for the sake of the video, I'll probably say that my favorite number is like 28, simply because my birthday January 28th, Aquarius season L. Pepsi or Coke? I'm gonna say Coke just because it's like always readily available. I will say that Coke is like easier to come by.
I actually prefer Diet Pepsi, okay? Caffeine-free Diet Pepsi at that. Number 10, what is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is dying. All of that concerning me dying is scary. It's my biggest fear.
I feel like my biggest fear is failure, which I know is like, that's kind of crazy because like you need failure in order to succeed. You really can't appreciate success if you haven't experienced failure. What does your last text say? It was a text message to Kurt, which was pretty much just like, I'm gonna hit you up when I get home, because I was out doing some things. Nothing big, nothing juicy. Y'all thought y'all were gonna find out something. Like,
Actually, my last text was some eyes. It was the eyes emoji. Number 12, what is your all-time favorite movie? Your dream girls, boy. Dream girls for the win, honey.
I would have to say my all-time favorite movie is The Outsiders. I don't know why I love that movie so much, but like The Outsiders is such a beautiful movie to me. And I could literally watch it over and over and over and over again. I know that's so corny. Do you prefer lights on or off during sex? I'm gonna say either or. Kind of depends on how I'm feeling and how I'm in the mood, or if I'm really, really into what's going on, you know? Y'all nasty.
I want the lights off. I want them lights off. I want it pitch black, dark. Number 14, what would you do if your partner cheated on you? Ask the last man that cheated on me. I beat him up. Don't cheat on me. Just leave. Don't cheat on me. That's stupid.
I would say that I would want to fight and shit like that, but I really don't know, honestly. I'm one of the type of person that I really don't react to a lot of things. I kind of think them through. I would be upset, but I would probably think it through and then make a decision from there. So I don't necessarily know. Shoe size, 10 and a half, 10 and a half, depending upon what shoe it is.
My shoe size, like, it depends on the shoe. Some shoes I'm an 8.5. Some shoes I'm a 9. Y'all wanna buy me some shoes? 8.5 or 9. Number 16, describe your first kiss. My first kiss, I think I was 14, 15. I was a freshman in high school and I had a girlfriend. I don't really remember it that much. I just know who it was with.
A waste of fucking time. I just feel like I did it just to do it. I didn't feel like it was like passionate or anything like that. I mean, everybody else doing it, so why not? I mean, shit, no big deal. Would you ever make a sex tape? Y'all are so nasty. The question is, have I made a sex tape?
Listen. I already made them. Next question. 18, do I prefer drinking or smoking? I prefer to smoke.
And both. Honestly, I'm more so of a drinker than I am a smoker. I do smoke occasionally, but I'm more of a drinker. What would you do if the person you were about to hook up with is a woman transitioning into a man? Let me tell y'all, I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah, if they fine, you know, to be continued, ...
See, those who know me already know. I mean, you know, it just depends on, like, you know, if you're attractive. I might just go with it, you know what I'm saying? Number 20, what is my most embarrassing moment? I ain't really got that many embarrassing moments because I don't get embarrassed. But I do recall when I forgot how old I was. I think I was like 9 or 10, and it was my aunt's baby shower. And there was this like thing, it was like a fountain, and y'all know how you can run around a fountain. My ass fell in the fountain. I always think about that because my mama told me, you better not run because you're gonna fall. I fell. Embarrassing. I was done.
Child, I got a lot of them. It's too many to count. My most embarrassing moment was getting so motherfucking drunk in Florida and like trying to lay down in the middle of the motherfucking street and waking up in the hospital. It's a story for a different day, y'all. I'm sorry. What celeb would you want as your BFF and why? Beyonce? Like, why wouldn't I want her as my friend? I'm a dope ass person, and Beyonce is a dope ass person. I just love Beyonce. I feel like that's self-explanatory. I love Beyonce.
I want to say Beyonce, but I'm not gonna give y'all an answer that y'all probably already figured I was gonna say. So my answer to that would be Rihanna, because Rihanna is that girl, honey. She's that girl. And that's period, and y'all know that. Those are my 21 questions. If you've made it this far in the video, you might as well like, you might as well subscribe, and you might as well keep on watching us because come on now. You know you like it. This is the content that you want. You want all of that. Follow and comment because me and Kurt, we definitely look through the comments and we respond together. So any comments that are in the section, like any comments that are in the comment section that we wrote, we both like talking to each other, like commenting together. So like, come on y'all, let's make this a family. You know, stop being like that.